What's up guys, I'm DK Wrestler, and in today's video I'm going to be opening up a couple of packages. And one of those packages includes a redeemable Funko Pop from a Funko NFT drop, so let's get right to it. Alright, so the first package I'm going to open up is this tiny package right here, which actually features two Funko Pops, and it was a part of our recent video we did where I had spun a wheel determining where I would go Funko Pop hunting at, which if you haven't seen that video yet, definitely check it out. And out of the 5 different stores, if you had seen it, I actually got this from Retro Festive, so the store that is actually within Ontario, in which I almost went with the Pop Collectibles website by getting some of those Yu-Gi-Oh Pops, but it was actually a cheaper deal for me to get the 2 Pops off of Retro Festive's website. And these Pops that are in here are actually for my brother and my mom, and they are actually going to be Christmas gifts that I'm going to give to them, obviously near the end of the year when Christmas happens. So let's check out the Pops that I got. First off, what I'm going to notice is that they actually did not put any bubble wrap in here, which is a little bit disappointing. So the first Funko Pop I'm going to show you guys is actually a Pop from the Add Icons lineup, technically, more specifically the Foodies lineup, and that Pop is the White Castle slider from, of course, White Castle, which is a pretty decent Pop. I've seen this it's been out for quite a while, and I've always wanted to pick this up for my brother, but I just never ended up doing so. And for a great deal of, I believe it was only $9.99 Canadian, which is a lot less than what Funko Pops are going nowadays for retail. So it's number 110 in the, I guess, Foodie / Add Icons lineup. There's the Pop logo, the Pop art form of the White Castle slider, the name, and then there's a front view of the box. Then we look at the side profile of the box, which says the name, the Pop art form, 110, and the Pop logo. And there is a side view of the box, even though we are actually going to be taking these out of the box. And then the other side profile of the Funko Pop, where it has the Pop art form, the Pop logo, the name, 110, and basically the box art form. And then last but not least, the backing of the box, which has the design on the back, including the Pop art form, which is pretty decent. I mean, there are no other Pops for the White Castle lineup, realistically, so this could be the only one that's ever made. And like I mentioned, I am going to be taking this out of the box, and you may see on your screen is that we are actually doing 360 rotating spins for these Pops so that you guys can actually see what the Pop looks like. And so now as I take it out of the box, it does look pretty sweet out of the box. You can definitely see the detail of the actual burger itself, where it does have the patty and what looks to be pickles and onions, which is hilarious. The mouth and the eyes on this, with the White Castle obviously being upside down, because of course if you could like flip it, you can actually have it in the way to where you would actually see like the carton that it's actually in, or the box that it's placed in, kind of like when you get McDonald's and you have the little case for your Big Mac. So that's pretty sweet that they did that, especially because you can display it, and I'll show you guys in the form of non-360 rotating spin, actually this way, to show off your White Castle logo, or you can actually have it displayed this way so you can obviously see it the right way for the face. And the reason I bought this Pop for my brother for this upcoming Christmas is because a little while back, a few years ago, at Walmart here in Canada, they actually used to sell like 8 packs of White Castle sliders, which was really awesome considering White Castle only exists in the States and very select cities in the States. So it was really cool to actually try out a White Castle slider without basically getting a passport and going to the States, and the nearest one to us, I believe, is pretty far out. The next Pop I'm going to show you guys that I got from Retro Festive is Bon Jovi's, part of the Rocks lineup, number 396. There's the Pop Rocks logo, Bon Jovi, 396. There is the Pop art form of the box, and we have the John Bon Jovi name, because of course that's his real name. And right there is, actually what's crazy is that it is a price tag of $16.99, but I was actually charged $19.99. So what's going on, Retro Festive? And I know that doesn't include the tax with the $19.99, because I was also charged tax. And there is the side of the box of John Bon Jovi there with everything that's involved, and more of a side view, even though we are going to take this out of the box and do a 360 rotating spin with it. The other side profile of the box with the light blue design, and then there is the back of the box with basically no other Pops, whether it's different versions of Bon Jovi or any of the band members like Richie Sambora. As I mentioned earlier, they didn't really pack this the greatest and didn't add bubble wrap, and this is kind of an example of what happens where you actually have a bit of damage on the back. I don't know if you guys can see right there, because when I opened the box, there was no packing paper or bubble wrap whatsoever. and the two pops are placed like that. So you had the slider right there, and then you had Bon Jovi like that. So that wasn't the greatest, and it's weird because MD Shady is always putting this company over, but I guess I'm having a little bad luck with this company like MD Shady has bad luck with Aussie Collectibles. Oh, and I guess speaking of more damage on the box, there's more damage because you didn't add any packing paper or bubble wrap. What the heck, Retro Festive? But I guess because we are looking at the bottom of the box now, I am going to be taking this pop out of the box. And the first thing I notice when I open up the wrapping, or not the wrapping, but the packaging, is that there is a stand to go along with it. So probably the pop is super heavy because of how much hair that Bon Jovi has in this pop. And overall, it is a pretty decent design with, of course, the like jacket he's wearing with the scarf, actually like two different scarves, the dirty blonde hair he would have had. Basically, I would assume it's more of 1980s Bon Jovi. I couldn't see it being like today's Bon Jovi or even like a little bit later. I think this would have been like 1980s Bon Jovi, but regardless, I mean, I shouldn't be complaining too much about box damage and all of that, considering that this isn't going to be my pop. This is going to my mom for her eventual Christmas present this year, considering that she loves Bon Jovi, and I've been trying to get a pop of him for the last couple of months since my local Hot Topic has been getting them in, but constantly selling out by the time I want to get it. So yeah, it really sucked, and I couldn't even get this on, let's say, the Hot Topic website and use my hot cash because it was also sold out on the website then. But overall, out of the box, Bon Jovi does look pretty nice. And now we're opening up the last package here. It features the pops for the Funko NFTs that I had gotten, and hopefully there is no damage involving this pop or these pops, unlike the pops that I got from Retro Festive. Alright, so I opened up the box now, and they are in the sorters right here. And I wonder, and it does look like actually that these pops do have the protectors on them, because it was a certain NFT drop, if you know about it, where they actually offered free Funko Pop hard stacks with your NFT order. So now as I try to open up these sorters, it is in the right way, so you will see the front of what this pop is. And so the pop that I got, or the first one that I have, is the Burning Pack from the April Fool's NFT Series 2 drop. And I was so excited of when I actually got this. I actually didn't get it when it came to actually pulling the card for it. I bought it on the secondary market. So here is the pop in the pop stack, which is awesome. So let's check out the front of this first. Hopefully there isn't too much of a glare because of the protector. There is the Pop Digital logo, number 281, which once again, I'm not sure if anyone has commented 281 on our shorts, but if you want to see Pop 281, here it is with the Burning Pack. There is the pop art form of the box, and this is limited to 1,400 pieces, or actually much less than that, since not all of the pops got redeemed, and it looks so good in box so far. We are going to take this out of box though and check it out. There is the side profile of the box, where it's got everything going on with the name, the art form, the Pop Digital logo. The other side profile, where once again it's got that digitalized background, and you can see more of a better view of that pop art form of the Burning Pack, which is absolutely hilarious. And then on the back, like all of the NFT pops, you do have a picture of what technically the card would have looked like. It's a hilarious take on the fact that a lot of the Funko NFT packs, when they don't sell out, they end up being quote-unquote burned. And I am going to show you guys what this looks like out of the box. And now as I look at this pop out of the box, and you guys are seeing it on the 360 rotating spin, this pop is absolutely hilarious. I love how this ended up turning out, and it doesn't seem like one of those like thin pop. They did make it a decent size to where it almost feels like it is a regular Funko Pop size, and I love the facial expression. And I also do like the little detail, if you notice, this has 5 digital pops as if it's a standard pack, because I've even noticed lately that standards would actually be the ones that actually don't sell out compared to the premium, since you do get a couple of cards extra in a premium pack. And I even love the detail, of course, you got the fire on the top part, and especially the fire as a part of the base. And you do have a little bit of black going on right there, as if it's in the middle or about to be in the middle of being burned. So that's absolutely hilarious, the facial expression. This is a wicked looking pop, and a very awesome one for those Funko NFT collectors and people who participate in the Funko NFT drops like I do, to look back on this and be like, yeah, a lot of those drops did burn, and this is a hilarious way to represent that for the April Fool's drop for this year. And then you guys are wondering, what is the other NFT NFT pop that I have in here, and the pop I actually have in here is another burning pack. I ended up just buying two, and I'm not sure what I'm exactly going to do with this, not gonna lie, whether I'm gonna eventually maybe do the first ever Funko NFT giveaway on this channel with this, or I'm going to sell it at a toy show, which may be the likeliness of what I'm gonna do with this pop, or maybe I'll do something else with it, who knows. Anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of today's video. If you enjoyed today's Funko Pop mail call, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what your favorite item was that I had received, and I hope to see you guys on the next video on the channel. 1, 2, 3, I'm out of here.